Welcome back to another video on Vedic astrology. In this video I am going to talk to you about Saturn Rahu period, also known as Saturn Mahadasha and Rahu Antardasha. Sani Rahu period or Saturn Rahu period is not exactly an enigmatic period in the sense that the results are somewhat clear cut. There is nothing enigmatic about it. Nevertheless, it is quite peculiar. It is peculiar because considering the fact that we have a 9 into 9 possibility of Dasha Bhukti periods, because there are 9 Dashas and 9 sub-periods, and that makes it 81. And in Brihad Parashara Horashastra by Maharishi Parashara, I'm following this book, volume 2, as you go through the chapters concerning Dasha and Bhuktis, the format that Maharishi Parashara uses is like this. If the planet is well placed, then in the first paragraph he says the good things, and if the planet is not well placed, from of course the ascendant, he says what are the challenges. He gives an idea of what might be the cause of problem, and then in the next paragraph he says if this sub-period, which is the Antardasha Lord, is in a good angle from the Dashana, then how good it is going to be and how is it going to be good. All that is being said in the third paragraph. And in the fourth paragraph, if the sub-period Lord is badly placed from the Dashana, or if afflicted by malefics, etc., he says again from where from the challenges are going to come. Now this looks like basically the regular format throughout the book. But in certain places, like this one, Shanidasa Rahu Bhukti, he deviates from the regular format and straight away starts describing it as a bad period. To make this very clear to you, let me read out. I'm on page 324, the book by Girish Chand Sharma, G.C. Sharma. 324, results of Antardasha of Rahu in the Mahadasha of Saturn. During the Antardasha of Rahu, this is the first paragraph. He's not even spoken about where Rahu is. Is there any other thing that you'll have to check? Nothing. Before doing any of that, he straight away goes to this. During the Antardasha of Rahu, in the Mahadasha of Saturn, there will be quarrel. He uses the word kalahascha. Kalaha means quarrel. And manovyayata, mental agony. And dehapida is for physical distress, and manastapaha is anguish. Then putra dveshi, children being angry with you, your children in conflict with you, negative danger of contracting diseases, rujo bhayam, and then expenditures, loss of wealth. Especially I have found out in my experience, if it is business, it is just nightmarish. Arthavyayo is for loss of wealth, and Rajabhayam, the fear of the king, the government, the court, the police possibility. Today, I am just adapting it to modern conditions, but the original statement is simply just Rajabhayam, which is the fear of the king. Today it translates into many other aspects. If you look at it, this is possible for people who have been corrupt, confrontation with near relatives. Actually, the Sanskrit word is Swajanadi Virodita, meaning your own people. Foreign journey, Videsha Gama. For people in India, this is actually considered a very good thing because most people think that foreign country is always better than India. But this foreign journey can sometimes land you into danger also, because it's part of the challenges. Destruction of the house and crops. Crops may be your business or maybe your assets, all these things. So you look at this, you will see that the entire paragraph, though it starts off straight away without even discussing the position of Rahu. This is somewhat strange. Why did Maharishi Parashara do this? I think he expected the students to know that if he's starting off so, in this manner, then you should know the level of affliction or the challenges that are likely to come up during this period. And especially because Rahu and Saturn are planets always related to scarcity, need, shortage, restriction, what we call the squeezing effect, the tightening. So Shani Rahu is a deadly pair. It can also be the same way in Rahu Dasha Rahu Bhukti, but Shani Rahu seems to be more troublesome in some cases. But in the next paragraph he says, if Rahu, now he goes back to his original style, if Rahu is conjoined with the ascendant lord or with the Yogakaraka planets in exaltation, Rahu is exalted in Rishabha, Taurus, and our own sign is Kumbha. In angle means 1, 4, 7, 10, or the 11th house from Lagna or from the Lord of Mahadasha. But even here he puts a condition. In beginning of the Antardasha, that is, if Rahu is well placed, then he promises that in the beginning of the Antardasha there will be comforts, gain of wealth, acquisition of home, agricultural field and other assets, worship of the Devas and the Brahmins, meaning the person might do a lot of prayers and pujas, pilgrimages, going to places of divinity, gain of animals, an increase of prosperity at home, etc. He stops at that and then says, in the middle of the Antardasha, back to square one, fear of the king, opposition from children, all those things. So it's back, meaning that most of Shani Dasha Rahu Bhukti is going to be challenging. There will be improvement if Rahu is placed in Aries, Virgo, Cancer, Taurus, Pisces, Sagittarius, Leo. If you say this in Sanskrit, it is Mesha, Kanya, Karkataka, Rishabha, then Meena and Dhanush and Simha Rashi. It will bring luxury, recognition from the king, ornaments, comforts of the day, all those things are being said here. Conjunction of Rahu with the Lord of the second or the seventh house will cause physical distress. This is another way of looking at Rahu. You know that the second Lord or the seventh house Lord always is related to physical distress. And if this Rahu were in any way connected to the second house or the seventh house, there will be physical distress also. And he suggests that for the mitigation of this, Mrityunjaya Japa be done and goat be given in charity to offset the problems. According to me, if Rahu is giving any problem, it is better to turn vegetarian, to avoid non-vegetarian foods at all costs, and especially avoid the goat. I think that makes sense because goat is the one that has to be given away in charity. You can save as many goats as possible if you want. For those who believe in the devotional remedies, then if you are a Hindu, then worship goddess Durga. According to your religion, go to your place of worship. Try to be there during Rahu Kalam on any given day. So that can be a wonderful remedy for all of you. The simplest remedy is, of course, to try as much as possible to stay out of trouble. Don't start a new business activity during this. Don't get into high risk activities, and anticipate trouble from the government. So pay your taxes on time and be polite to government officers. The simple logic is do not give opportunities to the planets. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any doubts regarding this Saturn Rahu period, please type them out in the comment section, and whenever I find the time, I'll try to answer them for you.